What is up, Danky family? It's your boy Danky out here, your home for E-Rays, Canna Tech, Canna News, all sorts of good stuff like that. Today, we have a little bit of a different little video here, you know what I'm saying? It's bring your YouTube family to work day. So y'all here with me, we about to go outside the shop and y'all gonna see what I get up to in another day in the life. You know, getting work done, doing things like that, smacking little Benjamins here and there, because sometimes I don't want to bring the fucking whole shebang, because if I bring the whole pivot, the whole thing, I'll get caught up and slumped in the truck. And y'all know what time it is. You get too high, you don't want to go back to work. Shit, I'm the same way. So stick around, we're going to check it out. I got some yards to cut, do some things like that. So that's what you're into. Stay tuned and we'll get it rock and rolling. Love y'all. Alrighty, gotta prep up the equipment, make sure everything's gassed up, and we about to get it started, folks. Nothing much to it, just cutting grass, you know? But hey, I built one company off of it, and I still keep another one running off of it too, so something I love doing. I've done it. I've honestly done this since I was like 10 to 12 years old, but you know, professionally since like maybe 2017, 2018. Hells yeah. Alright, now we've gassed up. Let's get it fucking rocking and rolling, folks. Alrighty, yep, double shades up. Once you've broken in enough prescription sunglasses, you just don't want to buy them anymore. But we finally finished up getting the whole thing unloaded and ready to go. I'm about to pop into the house so we can finish it off with a little schmonk sesh, you know what I'm saying? Talk about, you know, why it's good to be productive, get your shit done, and do all this shit, especially if you're gonna be smoking some weed, because motherfuckers is already gonna judge you because you smoking. If you handle your business, you show up, you're consistent, all that good shit, they ain't got nothing to say. So sit tight, I'm about to get inside, get cleaned up, stop looking like a ding dong. See you on a few. Alrighty folks, finally made it back to the shop. As you can tell, I got some extra work to do. Gonna be knocking out a few things here and there. Kind of just holding down the fort for the most part, but you know, going back to what I was talking about earlier, when it comes down to, you know, really being productive, and if the tree or the smoke starts messing with you and you're not able to keep up with your daily tasks, you're spending your money on it, you know, if it's taking up more than it should be in your life, then it's probably like an issue, you know. But then again, I'm maybe speaking for myself generally, you know, you might need it for something that I don't, you know. Excuse me. There's a lot of people who use it for medical reasons, all sorts of good stuff like that. So we all have different reasons why we use it and why we need to use it throughout the day. That doesn't negate the fact that it's pretty challenging to get through the day. Sometimes, if you're a heavy smoker, like if you're a heavy smoker, then it really becomes like an activity. Like mine's to the point where, you know, I'm more of a constant smoker. Like I'm at the point now where it's a freaking habit, you know, and I still use it medicinally, like for sleep and things like that, my back, lots of crazy stuff there. But I think there's still a big part of me that like abuses it and gets lazy with it and things like that, that's like the part that I'm trying to combat, you know, the guy that gets high late at night and, you know, my back feels better and I'm more chilled out, but now I got the freaking munchies and I'm eating, you know, the guy that's like, all right, you know, I got a little bit of time throughout the day, and then I'll smoke and get caught up doing some other stuff that I shouldn't be, and I'm wasting my time. You know, once your time becomes a factor, you start seeing exactly what kind of role it plays. You know, so it's kind of tricky, but I think like as long as you are sticking to your goals, knocking things out, you're productive, you're showing up for work. You know, especially if you're showing up for work, like they may be cool with it, but doesn't mean you need to show up stanking or reeking or anything like that. Like there's definitely a lot of wiggle room for a lot of places, especially nowadays. You know, you could live in a legal state where it doesn't even matter. So I think for the most part, it's gonna be a new thing here in Texas. Like that's gotta be one of my biggest things. Like this is all super new here to the state. It's super new to a lot of people, and a lot of it comes down to the access of it. Like it didn't used to be as accessible, at least to a lot of people, like it is now. You know, so a lot more people are finding it. You know, more young folks are coming in, turning 21, and they can come and experience this stuff. You know, and what I'm finding is a lot of the younger crowd doesn't even smoke a whole lot. So that's kind of a weird thing right there, at least in my opinion. But you know, we grew up and it was cool, and it was kind of like taboo, and now all the people that we grew up with that hated on us for smoking or shit like that now all smoke, which is all gravy, dude. I'm glad you guys found your way, dude. But I don't know. It's a different thing, and it's like declining. You know, there's a lot of like younger folks who, like we throw shows here fairly often, and we'll get like a really young crowd, you know, like 21 to like 25. And for the most part, like, they're not all stoners like we grew up to be and kind of turned out to be. But it's not a bad thing. It's kind of it's really cool. I'm glad they're like, yo, we don't fuck with phones, we don't smoke weed and do shit like that, because that's really cool. It's like new people, new generations, new things, new vibes, and I'm all for new vibes. Like just because you vibe with the channel doesn't mean you have to be smoking. You know, like there's a whole lot more to me than just smoking and things like that, as y'all can tell from the video. So I'm not necessarily staying away from the kind of stuff. I'm still doing reviews and cool stuff like that. I'm still gonna keep the vlog going, but you know, there's a lot more to me than just the Canna side of things, and there's a lot more stuff that I like to pursue and do. So I'm gonna try to incorporate those things into the channel. Really try to lock in with my folks. See what y'all like, see what y'all vibing with. You know, everybody likes the reviews, so I'm gonna incorporate the reviews into like a vlog style thing and just kind of keep on rolling like we're doing now. You know, there's a lot of stuff happening in the life of your boy in the Dankopolis right now, but we got a lot of back end stuff, some new stuff coming up as well. So while that's building and building, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it at that. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because I will definitely do that and I'll talk myself into a hole. But big things coming, a lot of new direction for Cold Start. That was kind of the weird monopoly thing right now that was going on. Like, you know, I was caught up with what Cold Start was trying to be, who we are, and this and that, what we stood for. So now we're getting back to that and some new things. So there's a lot of excitement going on. Show some love in the comments if you're keeping up with Cold Start and your boy here. If you made it this far in the video, I absolutely love you too, dude. You know what I'm saying? If y'all got questions about business, anything like that, I'm here to help. If you got questions about opening up a smoke shop, you know, I can certainly make a series about opening up smoke shops and what it takes, what it doesn't take, how to do things the right way, because trust, shit gets pretty squirrely real quick. And if you don't have anybody to tell you, you know, the right way of doing things, then it gets kind of tricky. But I got to get to work. Definitely got to make sure this stuff right here gets knocked out. At the end of the day, I love each and every one of you. Thanks for hanging out with your boy, that Yankee Cosmic. Hit that little subscribe button. We're still growing. I know I still owe you a heady sesh too. Work's been fucking bonkers, but that's not your fault. That's my fault. Drink some water. Drive safe. I love you guys. Have a great day, great night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Peace.